You are not where you should be, and deep down you know it. You're not lazy. You think, you move, you try. So why are you still here? It's not the time. It's not the clarity. It's not even the right moment. Those are the lies. You've been solving the wrong problem, my brother. You absolutely don't need more effort. You're in a different level of operation. In the next minutes, you're going to see exactly what's keeping you stuck here and how to break out of it instantly. Because again, you are not stuck or unlucky. You're just playing smaller than you actually are. And don't get me wrong, you are very capable. The issue is that with what we've been taught how to do the action, how to use the information, how to create an habit, how to pursue our work. It's true, but there are missing so many layers beneath the surface of all that information and what you're doing. Because again, right now you are really solving the wrong problem. Because the real problem right now is having scattered focus, scattered work, is not having the work that you're doing, the action that you're doing compounding. Think about it. The information that you have, the knowledge that you have, why is not stacking like you want? Why you are not getting in that exact core results that you set for yourself? Those 5,000, $10,000, those things that you had to build, or you want more, that house, whatever is it, that land, whatever is that. Why is taking so much? Why is I'm putting in the time? Because this is the lie. This is not the time. It's not about the time. It's not being clear. It's not setting a goal and then do some action to get that goal. That is all surface level. Otherwise, you would have already achieved and you some certain things and state that would be different than the one that you have right now. Because right now, and I know because of experience, in this moment, the energy feels like there is something missing. There is something that I am doing wrong because I've been putting the action, the effort, either in learning or in doing it. So the problem is within your standard. You must raise your operating standard. You are operating now, but you're operating on the wrong standard because those standards they are not sharp enough to make you have the best execution that give you the best compounding results. You need more precision. You need less amount of time with a lot of more focus. You need clarity of system, the system that holds the action that you are doing, that execution. Okay, because in this moment, and I know again, I've been there in the trenches when you have to learn, stuff online, and then you have to apply, you try to apply, then you start to see that something is missing and you need something else, and then you get to that information, you are following more than one person, and then life gets tough. All these things, they are attacking you, pa 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 pa, from always they're attacking you. And what you really want at the beginning, what you really wanted was to get to a certain point, is becoming difficult because of all these things around that comes at you. So we need to higher the standard. To higher the standard, we need to understand that the priority, the problem to solve is to fix our energy, our nervous system. Because your nervous system is responsible for what you are going to be able to achieve, what you are going to be able to be, anything. It's responsible, your nervous system. Your nervous system is allowing you to have 2 hours of focus instead of one. Is allowing you to achieve that incredible energy that is the best energy that you can possibly feel when you're doing something, which is too passionate love of what you're doing because you have the end goal in mind and you want to get there. You're already there. You are just remembering what you are supposed to do. To get there, it's you understand. It's not about. This is a problem many men have. When you want to, you have to start from your brain and your nervous system first, You have to reset those systems. You have to architect the new system, and then you can start acting on the new thing that you want to build, to achieve, to learn. Because most of the time we are driven by impulse, we are driven by drive, we are driven by purpose, or we are driven by problems that we have. And when we find a solution or something we want to do, we jump straight into it. I want to do it. We put the effort, we put the work, we put the action. But then again, always, 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 all the time, something broke. There is something is not working, because we understand very quickly it's not about the effort or the action, because that effort and the action is not is operating on a standard of life that you have, of what you do and how you regulate your nervous system, that is not holding you that new version of yourself that is needed to get to the end results. This should get you in the right mindset and give you the idea. You need to be there is a new level of you and a new identity of yourself that is gonna give you that result that you want. But to be in that identity, you need to create the system, architect the system that allows you to stay in that identity for a long time. That identity is your higher self, that person that you are trying to be. In that you are visualizing that you want to be in a certain situation with some certain things, and in a certain environment with some people that you like, or doing something, whatever is it, for a long time, every moment, without thinking about things that make you frustrated, struggling, or sad, whatever it is. You want to go there. So when you visualize what you want to be, that is the higher version of yourself. Now, how do you increase the standard on your operating system? This is something I do, and I suggest you do. Every single decision, because the decision right now, they are too reactive that you have. You need to take a different way of handling decision, not more time, a different way. Decision, actions. Always ask yourself questions. This is how you reprogram your system. That questions is the key. Is the higher version of me the version that already achieved everything that I want in the best situation possible ever, and that is being maintained over and over? Would it act in this way? Would that version do these things right now? Would it do it in this way? And you're gonna see that most of the time, either you're doing things that are not something that you would do at that level, and you're gonna see also that, and you're gonna have a lot of clarity in why this is, or well, is this helping me or is this slowing me down? On a very deep, deep higher level of awareness and clarity that is gonna make you really, okay, I get it. I don't do it anymore. Or I improve it and I do it in this way. That single question, is gonna allow you to stop being reactive. It's like when you go on the phone, you go on Instagram, on Facebook or YouTube. Maybe you don't have a filter, I suggest you to have it. But you need a filter before getting to that information, because that information is going to give you dopamine, you're going to feel good. But that feeling good is just going to make you a lot more information, a lot more input in the mind and the brain that you don't need. It's going to destroy again the nervous system energy levels. And you're going to just getting all this knowledge, all this information, all this energy, but it's not compounding because you don't have a system to use it. You see the problem here? You don't have you have too much, you're taking too much in. So you need a filter, okay? And that filter is going to upgrade your operating standard. Because you are upgrading your operating standard, then you are going to be able to architect a proper system that's going to sustain you. It doesn't matter how much pressure you have during your days, okay? And that filter is that little question that stopped the reactive mind that wanted that thing immediately. Just wait 1 second. Am I doing it right? Is it actually something that you should do now or not? This is gonna be responsible for even doing less work with less effort, but achieving more in less time. And not only that, Because once you're gonna be in a state of being that is more calm, more precise, more laser focus. You're gonna have more clarity, less doubts, less overwhelming, less thoughts that you don't need. I know this. Every man, especially businessmen, creators, they have so many thoughts that sometimes to shut down the mind, you need a hammer, right? But we cannot do that. We need to be smart. Okay, so start in putting this filter. Put this filter. Ask this little question. Okay, and upgrade your standard, upgrade the way how you operate life. That identity with the system that sustain it gets you the results. Otherwise, you're gonna put to not even effort. You're gonna be at pressure all the time. You're gonna be with urgency all the time. You're gonna feel like you're missing out something, and you're not gonna like it in the process because when you feel like that, it's not the right feeling. You know it, so you need the right system, the right architecture to solve it once and for all. Okay, this is how to change everything, because raising your standards, you upgrade your identity with a system, you sustain that new identity, and that and there you have your new life, the life that you want it to be, the life from your higher self, which becomes you. Again, you are not trying to learn something new, you are remembering again how to be in that version of yourself that have everything that you need and want. You are not trying to get the knowledge outside. Everything is a mirror. Okay, be mindful with what you consume and what you do. Ask, is that version will be doing this in this way at this time, or no, or yes, or even better? And then that asking to yourself is going to become automatic until it's so automatic that you become that version because you don't need to ask anymore. You operate from that level all the time. You see, at some point you don't need to ask, is this right, is this not right, self. There is nothing of that, because you already know everything. You're just putting in the action and you're enjoying what you're doing. You are not thinking about anything else. You are enjoying. You know that everything is connected, everything is going in the right direction, everything is compounding all the time, because your energy never lies. Your energy never lies. The next step from now, and this is something that it would be a priority if I was starting out, or if I'm in a position that I need to speed up things, but at the same time slow down the inside system to have not a bit of release, peace, but that clarity that they allow me to have even more focus, even more energy. I call it EDENIC reset, morning reset. It's a reset that you can apply in the first 1 or 2 hours as soon as you wake up, and it's very important that you master those 1 or 2 hours before you wake up. Not before you wake up, when you wake up, because those are the most important hours of the day. You're gonna get the most energy, you're gonna be in the best state, you're gonna be, and all of that without even speaking, most of the time. You are not supposed to speak unless you chant and you do something that is very high level. You're not supposed to speak in the first 2 hours of the day. And you're supposed to use light, you're supposed to use water, movement, breathing, and there is a system that you use these natural tools and allow you to be in the energetic state that is the most aligned to yourself and powerful you can ever have. Okay, it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter how your life look like. The best energy, the best feeling, the best first 2 hours of the day by yourself. You don't believe me until you get it. Uh, so what I've been following is called again EDENIC Morning Reset. It's for free. You need it. You can find it down in the description. Go on the page, you download it. That is the first step, because once you master that first 2 hours, you start mastering the energy. You have the clarity to begin mastering the day, the 24 hours, the energy cycles. After that, you master the weekly rhythm. Okay, so it goes step by step. First, we master the first 1 or 2 hours with specific rituals that allow you to be in your best self. Okay, this one thing I want to say: the people and the humans that are the highest level, they operate with different systems than the ones that they are more mediocre. Even if you're making millions, billionaires, they use astrology, they use universal laws, They use hermetic principles, and this is allow them to not even play the game of money anymore, but to understand how to use this vessel to go in different dimension, and understanding that life itself is a portal, is like a system that allows you to stay here with your flesh and bones and to go on other levels with your light body. Okay, and they know, because they know this, they don't get sick. And I'm not talking the billionaires that you see publicly, the ones that you don't. They don't get sick, they live very long, they live very healthy, and they live at their best self. The nervous system is the key. Your energy is the key. Your light body governing all that is it, your outside flesh and bone vessel. The within before is what you need to learn and master before anything else. All right? This is it for this transmission. I'll see you in the next one. Stay in peace, stay aligned. Let's see you, brother.